The tunnel, we're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, 15 running.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman. Getting in.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
13 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Darius Taylor there in to make the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year. It's Nick Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke up a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Quick, 180, up, left. Come on, D. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Hey, Haywood.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 26.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Jackson now, throwing on third and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 32-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Hey, man, 20. Hey, I'm 133.
Mayfield now. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Point it right, point it right, point it
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
180! He's coming, he's coming. Let's put him on the buses. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, exit. 40, Mike, 40. On your shot.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Jackson will throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Check 48's the mic.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, foxtrot.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
To throw, Mayfield. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hunt. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Regular. Bravo.
First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You better be ready. Hey, alert 33.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Landry the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Browns 1st down.
Hey, man. 180. Run. I got you. Mike 48. Hey, defense. Hey, wahoo. I got you.
Mayfield on 1st down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Hey, go.
Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 99.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Right here.
At the 47-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, check Mike 57.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Check pass.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Good job.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Rabbit. 36.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Jackson. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, this one complete to Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. On first down, Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Finds Roberts left side. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like... Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Let's get it together,
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Cleveland, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.